You know what, as you look around, there's just gorgeous scenery here. But at one time, the land around us was used for just subsistence farming. Poachers and farmers had wiped out all the game that lived here for centuries. But now, all that is changing.
People ask me that question many times. And
13 years ago, Lucky Ntuli went to work at a game reserve. He didn't speak English, and he had never seen a lion.
The community that we just came from knew nothing about the bush, knew nothing about the animals, and we grew up knowing nothing about the animals at all.
With this in your backyard?
Yes, this
Literally.
Now the lions and the elephants are back in their native habitat, and it's these animals drawing visitors to this rugged corner of Africa. Lucky Ntuli grew up in Nobogazi with his family on this homestead. There's still no running water and no electricity. He and his wife are the only family members with jobs, and he supports 22 people on his ranger's salary. But like his name, he is lucky. His family is together, he works nearby, and he makes 5 times more than a farm worker. When Nomosa Zikati began as headmistress of the Nkomo school 9 years ago, there wasn't a single building. She taught outside under a tree.
This was my office, my first office.
Now there's a concrete school thanks to a unique partnership and possibly the future of African conservation, where the owners of the Phinda Game Reserve have ceded much of the land back to the community, making them shareholders in both the future and the profits.
When Phinda came to build our first two classrooms, they didn't do things for us, but they involved us as the community in whatever they were doing, and by so doing we're empowered.
But since this community is at the epicenter of the AIDS pandemic, they needed more. With their parents dead from AIDS, many young girls have had to become head of household and have to stay at home to look after younger siblings. Now, there's a new child care center going up.
We then said, bring the child to the school. Bring the child to the school, they're going to be here.
This clinic, built 3 years ago, has brought local health care to an area where the nearest hospital was 40 miles away.
They were using the Zulu medicines, but now because there is this clinic which offering free services, they come here.
With an HIV infection rate of more than 30%, no family has been left untouched, including Lucky's sister Nokotula. But with modern HIV medication, she's optimistic she'll have a long life. The money from the Game Reserve has created not just facilities, but opportunities to study and to teach conservation.
Before they taught us about the importance of environment. We used to cut off the trees. We used to kill an animal whenever you see it. We used to destroy everything. But now, we even secure our trees.
They realize that their fate is inextricably linked to the animals. And if they conserve the land, it will give them a future.
what we see here, it's the beginning. Hopefully in a few years to come, and maybe another 10 years to come, this area will have maybe electricity, will have running water in houses, of which we're still looking forward to that, because from looking at this, it shows that something is happening now.
There's so much to celebrate here. The culture, the rebirth of a healthy animal population, the beautiful land, and the rich traditions.